if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the sixth straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Virginia's offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you take the field with the You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Leaves it with the running back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Price. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Catch in the middle. It's Evans. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. On the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. To the air, it's Leonard. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Makes the catch. It's Green. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here come the Irish back on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Trying to get to him. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Gets it out quickly. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. And when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
And that pass is intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll bring it back. It's Young. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The give to the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And now on first down after converting with the run. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking for space. It's Price. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Into the end zone, and that ball is picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Had to get rid of it quickly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the counter. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dumps it to the back. Right on target this time. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Big loss on the last play. Threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Getting some heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pittsburgh has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. They're trailing by 14 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll try the left side. Oh, what a move to get room. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Notre Dame right back to the line. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so much.
Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Looking for space. It's Love. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. Lets it fly. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mitchell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Offense, quick tempo.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Leonard. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. With jet sweep pass, fighting off the defender. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's Young. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Grab behind the line. It's Evans. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Price. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a 1st down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Pace. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Feeling some heat. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Just drives it between the uprights. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Out of the backfield, he's open.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Cavaliers have pushed it inside the 20. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cavaliers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. They're trailing by 13 to Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On the ground, it's Price. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Coming after it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try the run. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to throw on third. He's open on the right. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Price. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Looking for a block. It's Young. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Here's the handoff. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now on second down. Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Leonard. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Irish!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. Takes the handoff. It's Pace. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Young. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Shows him the stiff arm.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Sweet feet on the move. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Price. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Pocket starts to collapse. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. He got it. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Great move. Now he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A little screen to the running back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He'll do it himself. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're trying to get to it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Second down after that incompletion. Dropping back, it's Calandria. And they got him for the sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by...
Intercepted.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking for a crease, it's Price. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Notre Dame right back to the line.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
It's a draw. Nice move to keep running. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. trying to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Trying to get to him. Got it in the middle, it's pace. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The option look. He'll pitch it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Getting some heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. The give on the inside.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got 4th down.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Wants to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Pace. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Calandria. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds. Excellent field position here for the offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The short hands, it's Love.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tackle is made after the first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Caught in the backfield, it's Collins. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. And the missed connection on third down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like, when you look that good coming off the bus, those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Army's offense will get the first possession of the game. They're always butter. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here comes the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Goes to the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Notre Dame's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. He's got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got it in the middle, it's Collins. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you.
He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. On the option. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run the option. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the option. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And here comes the offense on second down. On the option. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Black Knights are on the move. He'll ride his man on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He'll take it himself. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. A quick pass to the left. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and they just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Irish send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. They'll run the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking to pass. Throwing right. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll go to the fullback. Plows through the defense. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. On the option. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out. Blocked! The heat got to him. Can they catch him? That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The option look. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Goes to the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Indiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Evans. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Notre Dame right back to the line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
A shot toward the end zone. Ball lofted up for grabs and is picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Handoff to the fullback. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The give to the fullback. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. To the ground with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Calls his own number. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Caught in the backfield. It's Smallwood. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The give to the big fullback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Hard running there. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a 1st down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Daly. This time he's got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking for the score. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the air, it's Leonard. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. They'll run the option. Turns it on in midfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Black Knights have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A little floater there that falls incomplete. And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. On the run, it's Love. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On second down, he'll fire. Finds his man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To throw, it's Leonard. Working the middle, it's complete. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
That's caught. It's Price. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mitchell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his man. It's Evans. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Running back goes in motion. Give to the back. Dances away from one. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Going to the draw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 10 over Indiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Second down coming up. Now on the option. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The Black Knights get enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Line gets set. 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Price. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Leonard. Takes the easy completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Up-tempo for the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. On the option. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Quarterback will keep it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Daly. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Grabbed behind the line, it's Collins. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. A lot of urgency for this offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Grabbed over the middle. It's short. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They want to just keep throwing it. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's short. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds his man down the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Daly. Using his legs to buy some time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Coming after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Line getting set on second down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A 3rd and long coming up here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. Across the 25, he's got room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 2nd and goal for the offense. To the air, it's Leonard. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 10 over Indiana. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Looking left. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports. The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but this crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch called for and made. So USC's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They'll run it from the gun. Nifty little dance step. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Back to throw, it's Leonard. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The snap sets up to throw. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 4th down and the punt team sends it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Collins. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. There have been many memorable games in this rivalry. It was memorable for Notre Dame last year, not so much for SC as the Trojans got blown out.
No, and Notre Dame's a team that we've seen in the playoff in recent years, and they want to get there consistently. To do that, they've got to win rivalry games like this. You're going to play a big-time opponent like USC with all of that talent and that coaching staff. You're going to have to play at a very high level. Last year, David, they put the stomp down on the Trojans.
They did. They used that big shillelagh and laid the hammer and took care of business. And you've seen Notre Dame, have these years now where they've had really good seasons, but we want to see them build on it and do multiple good seasons in a row. That means beating your rival, beating USC consistently. Let's see what the Irish have today.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. It's Evans. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Fights off a defender. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Moss. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll run it from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now staring at a third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tom.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. On the run, it's Price. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Notre Dame right back to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fires and picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Back to pass, it's Moss. He's got the tight end. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's O'Neal. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. They're setting up the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Leaves it with the running back. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass, it's Moss. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Trojans will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here come the Irish back on offense. Using his legs, it's Love. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Notre Dame right back to the line. Right back to it. Makes a man miss. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First down here for the offense.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Now they're going to throw it right down the middle. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Trying to get to him. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fair catch called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They keep attacking through the air. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Safe completion on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it set up on the outside. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Irish send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the... So much for the wet ball drill. Couldn't hang on to it and muffed it. 1st down for this offense. To the air, it's Moss. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's O'Neal. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes a connection. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got him downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional fight for the jeweled shillelagh. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets to first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The run from the shotgun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Feeling some heat. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for space. It's Love. And the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And that one play just changes the entire perspective on this game. If you finish that drive, go up 2 scores, you might be able to salt this thing away. Instead, we've got a game.
No doubt about it. And let's give this defense a lot of credit because playing with their backs against the wall, in that situation, they knew someone was going to have to step up and make a play. Creating that takeaway now, giving the football back to their offense, trailing but with the chance to win. Man, it does not get better than that for that defense.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're bringing heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Yeah, executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, it's Young. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Notre Dame right back to the line. The give out of the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Love. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What
Touchdown.
A game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the jeweled shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gonna run it. It's O'Neal. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now on second down. Back to pass, it's Moss. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. On the ground, it's Price. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On third down, going up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
They'll send out the kicker here. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Bulls his way forward. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Got it in the middle, it's Ford. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Moss. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pocket starts to collapse. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Southern Cal! On to attempt the try. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're trying to get to him. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. The Irish send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Power football with the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Handoff from the gun. keeps the legs moving. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got it past the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Caught behind the line. It's Price. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Sweet cut there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. From the gun to give, looking for room. Still on his feet at the 45. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. And they're able to get him down.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Moss. He's got the back in the middle. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
And that's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.